In this video, I'm going to run you over the exact three-step funnel Michael used to generate 2.45 million in new sales volume in just 18 days. The cool part about this strategy is that 50 plus agents across the US have done it before you to prove that it's not luck. So let me dive in and show you exactly how this three-step funnel works so you can start implementing it for your real estate business ASAP. Alrighty, so what I want to run you guys over is the, exact three-step transfer funnel, and this is a live transfer funnel. This is basically how we get all of our partnering real estate agents. The leads is via live transfer format. That's just the best format that we've seen. We've done appointments, we've just done straight leads, we've done callbacks. This is by far where our agents have seen the most success. And, to be able to provide a good service and provide a good product, we obviously want to do what we think is going to be the best for the agents to get the most clients, and this is just what we've seen gets our agents on the most conversations and ultimately allows them to close the most leads. So to kind of run over this funnel, there's going to be three steps: lead generation, lead conversion, and then kind of follow up and nurture, which is basically just a fully built out CRM. Now, I don't really want this to get overlooked because a lot of real estate agents think they have a good CRM, and then when we dive in, it's like completely outdated. Like all they have is a few like nurture campaigns, maybe a text when someone calls them and they don't answer. Like, you need to be utilizing your CRM way more than that if you want to be converting leads in these markets. And with everyone getting spammed by so much stuff, putting someone on an email nurture does nothing. Like, unless they know your name, right? So this might work for like sphere of influence and things, but like people that don't care about you, this isn't going to work. So I guess primarily here I'm talking about cold traffic because that's what we deal with. Cold traffic is predictable, it's scalable, and we really only work with agents that are actually looking to like build a real business, not just rely on like sphere of influence, repeats, referrals, because that's just not scalable. That business is just going to come to you by you doing nothing. Like, you could sit and do nothing and you're honestly going to get like referrals and repeats, unless you're like just a terrible agent, obviously, but that's just the business that's going to come to you by default, just by being in business, right? So we want to learn and we want to start implementing systems from big agents that are scaling big businesses, and they're always using cold traffic and, converting strangers into clients instead of just the people that know them and are around them. So one of the best ways that we've actually seen to do this is social media ads. Now, we do a much different strategy than this now. This is a bit of an outdated photo, but it'll kind of get the point across. If you go watch one of my previous videos, I think either the video before this or it's like an AI, it's a video titled like AI strategy. That's the strategy that we're using right now with basically like AI houses, which is really, really crushing. Very, very high click-through rates that we've never even seen before until implementing that strategy. I'd go check that out as well after this video. This one will get the point across of kind of the structure that we use. So for buyers, you're usually doing like some sort of homes list. This could be downsizing homes, one level living. This could be new construction, homes for first-time home buyers, VA loans, like just something. And I would highly, highly, highly recommend going after a specific type of buyer lead. You're going to get a more qualified lead that way. We recommend downsizers because they also oftentimes have a house to sell as well. New construction is usually quicker deals. VA, you can, most of those people are going to be able to qualify very, very easily. And also they'll be interested in getting pre-approved and things along those lines. Sellers, you're usually doing a home evaluation, cash offer, seller's guide, things along those lines. Every single offer is going to bring you a different type of person. Cash offer, typically going to get a more rundown property. Someone doesn't want to make repairs or deal with an agent, things along those lines. You have to sell them the fact of going on market. Home evaluation, you're going to get the most looky-loos. Seller's guide is going to be the most expensive type of lead, but typically the best, especially if you actually do have a good seller's guide that also converts them. So just because you run a seller's guide ad doesn't really mean that they're going to be a good lead, but if your seller's guide you give them educates them and kind of pre-sells them on you as an agent, then that'll be a good offer. But basically what you want to do is you want to run an advertisement online giving these people something. In return, they're going to give you their information to reach out to them and sell them and market to them, right? So when they actually request for this list or this home evaluation or whatever, you want to ask a few questions. Sometimes it really depends on your strategy. In my opinion, being in the space for over 2 years now, there's not really a such thing as a higher quality online lead. You can run the exact same ad on social media, but just with a different house on the front page and get an $8 lead opposed to a $2 lead and ask the same question, same exact question. So it all really depends on your ad and the house you have and images you have on the front page. So test a bunch of different stuff is what we recommend, split testing. To give an example here, you can see here, $8 lead, $5 lead, $4 lead, $3 lead. And all we did here was just change the house on the front page. Same exact offer. It's a bit pixelated, but you can see here, this is clearly a different house than this one. this one, and this are all different houses, right? So sometimes you just need to split test to find that ad that's going to win and get you the lowest quality or the cheapest leads. And that's what I would optimize for with social media leads is the cheapest, because they're all pretty much the exact same quality unless they fill out like 10 plus questions. Then we're basically just saying, where should we text and email you access to live prices, photos, details, and more. If you're doing the home evaluation, where can we send your free report, things along those lines. And then you get them as a lead once you get their information. Now, what the typical agent would do is, call these people ASAP, right? Call them as soon as they come in, and they're going to convert. It's not how it works. NARs came out with the statistics. For buyers, it's 0.5 to 2%. For sellers, it's about 2 to 4% of online leads actually convert within the first 120 days or 4 months. So we actually have to have a middle step here. The last thing I want you doing is being an agent, wasting your time calling these leads. So step 2, what we recommend is actually putting an ISA or a virtual assistant in place to call and nurture and vet all these leads on your behalf and just live transfer you over the vetted ones that make it past the criteria questions. So what I mean by criteria questions is you want them to vet on motivation, location, budget, time frame, financials, not in a contract with any other agent, property features, things along those lines, right? And I can play a quick call recording here and kind of show you guys what I mean by this. But you want to basically, it's just someone to call the leads and vet them so that you aren't wasting your time with these online leads, because they are going to waste your time if you call them yourself, right? Doesn't mean they're not scalable or that they can convert. They're just not worth your time, right? And in my opinion, I'd rather spend $1,000 on Facebook ads than send my broker $2,500 split, right, or Zillow. So because you also have a lot more control and flexibility. So obviously you always think of the the pros and cons of everything, but that's my opinion. But we can go ahead and kind of listen to what this ISA's job actually is to save you time and make sure that of these hundreds of leads you're going to generate, you only have to speak to a select few that actually get vetted off the criteria that you set. And if you're an agent, you can set whatever criteria you want. So I'll just kind of give you a call example here real quick.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Jeff.
Yes.
This is Mark with Zillow Realty. How are you?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
Good. I'm responding to your inquiry on Facebook. I understand you're looking to purchase a home.
Yes, in the near future.
Okay, great. So which area are you looking in?
I was looking somewhere outside of Wilmington, either the Concord area, Claymont. Like I work in Chester.
Okay.
So I wanted to move, like I don't want to move like further away, like in Newark. Like I currently live in Wilmington now.
Okay.
I wanted to move closer to that area.
Okay.
Maybe Fairfax, something like that,
Yeah, so what are you looking for in a home? How many beds?
So you guys kind of get the gist there. It's just someone to call and say, hey, saw you filled out our ads, saw you filled out our website. Are you looking to make a move or just browsing for fun? And it vets this person, because this is a very, very rare conversation to have with online leads. It's rare to get this person. So once you do get this person, you basically just train your assistant or train your ISA to, okay, tell them that you're just the assistant and that there's a specialist that needs to get you this details that you clicked on. So for example, if they came in on the homes list, you say, cool, well, I'm just kind of the assistant. Name Mason is actually our buyer specialist in the area specifically. He's going to be the one to get you that homes list that you requested. And if you already gave him a homes list, just say he's going to get you an extra tailored homes list. So you can kind of put whatever. He's going to get you that home evaluation report. He's going to get you that more tailored home evaluation report. Do you mind if I can just check and see if he's in office real quick? He's going to be the one with all the superpowers that can really help you out and give you the most value. They'll say yes a percentage of the time. For the ones that don't, your ISA has to nurture them, and you can pay them full commission base. You can find ISAs in Facebook groups or overseas, Fiverr, Upwork, and pay them $20 per live transfer they send to you, right? And maybe give them a small base and give them bonuses. Like you can get a very, very cheap ISA if you're not looking US based, and you don't have to at all. We have US based reps and we have overseas reps, and they convert at the same ratio, right? So, and you can have lower rates overseas. So find someone to call all these leads for you, make a call just like this, and then just transfer you over the lead like this right here.
Bath with a master suite, ideally traditional style with a basement. He cares for his grandmother, so in-law suite would be like...
So this is him calling the agent and then saying, hey, Gina, I'm going to give you a rundown on the lead and then connect you guys.
Gina, Jeff is looking for his first home outside of the Wilmington area. He works in Chester, so hopefully a style with a basement. He cares for his grandmother, so in-law suite would be like perfect, but not necessary, but that'd be ideal. Price range right now is 250 to 310, and I was thinking you can help him out.
Absolutely.
Okay, best of luck.
Thank you. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing good. And
And that handoff is there initiated, and now as the agent, you just have a completely like solid, vetted, qualified lead on the phone instead of having to worry about, working all these hundreds of leads. You buy your time back and just work the ones that are vetted and ready to speak to an agent or ready to get more details. And I could have an hour long video on this, but if you get a live transfer from Zillow, from your brokerage, or you set this up yourself, or even if you're our partners watching this video, you already know if you're our partners, do not put them on a home search and think they're going to reach out to you. These are cold leads. These aren't referrals. These aren't repeats. These aren't SOI leads. They don't care about you. They don't know you. They don't trust you. They don't like you. They don't care about you. Do not put them on a home search. When they see something you like, they most likely aren't going to call you to go see that property. It's probably just going to be someone else, honestly. Whoever just pops up in their head, or the next ad they see, they'll say, hey, I see this property, and it could literally be on your search, right? So what you have to do is say, yeah, I'll set you up on that home search, or we'll get you that home evaluation report. In the meantime, have you had a consultation with the local market expert yet? In the meantime, have you had a consultation with anyone to come out and give you top dollar for your property and actually do an entire valuation and see what you might be able to get out of the place? Get in front of them. Do that next step. Get them with a lender, right? Get the next step. If you don't get the next step, they're gonna ghost you and never hear from them again. Okay. So that's step 2. Get the vetted leads to you, and then step 3 is just a fully built out CRM. Not really gonna cover this too much. There's a million different ways you could build a good CRM. The only thing I can recommend, don't just throw them up on a drip. It's not very helpful. You need to have an ISA in here constantly reaching out. You need to have database reactivation campaigns. If you don't know what that is, there's plenty of videos on YouTube. Real estate database reactivation campaigns. Weekly newsletters is good if you're manually writing them the week before. They need to be tailored. No one cares about an email newsletter that you can tell is just pre-written, or ChatGPT. Use ChatGPT to help you write stuff and think of ideas, but people are tired of stuff not having personal touch. If someone can tell something has personal touch, you will win in today's society. You will win in today's day and age. People are so tired of being sold stuff, ChatGPT descriptions, ChatGPT hooks. We don't use ChatGPT for any of our YouTube stuff at the moment. I mean, we could obviously use it smart and generate stuff and be more time effective and leverage it. But right now, everything's just kind of coming from the heart, right? So, and a lot of the times you'll be able to tell on YouTube if a video is completely scripted or if he's just kind of going through the flow. And you're gonna appreciate someone more if you can tell that they sat down, they wrote that. Like, let's say there was an event that just happened in your society. So the reason I say write them out a week before is because it doesn't take much time, right? Your weekly newsletter, write it out the week before, or 2 weeks ahead, be 3 weeks ahead. Write about something local that just happened in town, because they're going to know that that's actually something that you wrote. You're a real person in the area that cares about things they care about, right? So I wouldn't just have these. You can have a mix of real newsletter that you write out every single, like, before the week it goes out, and then you can have ones that are just informative about real estate that automatically go out, that maybe you created 5 years ago, and maybe you have to update them once a year at the beginning of the year to update to any laws or something. You can have 2 different types of drips, but the ones that are going to be the most effective and actually convert people are going to be the ones that you actually take time to write and actively figure out, what am I going to offer these people for them to give me an action, right? Do you want them to click on something? It can't just be an organic post about how to get top dollar for your home. It's got to be a little bit more personalized. They got to know it's kind of real. And then also have systems in your CRM where you can tell someone, if they clicked on a link in your email, you give them a call. Like, you get a notification in your CRM when someone clicks on a link in your email, so you can instantly give them a call. Hey, not to be creepy, and make a good script about it, right? Hey, is this Janice? Hey, Janice, not to be creepy or anything, but our system said you clicked on the link in an email. I just wanted to reach out and get you that. I saw you were looking for a homes list, or I saw you were looking for properties in XYZ. Honestly, the website's a little outdated, so I just wanted to call you and make sure that we could get you the most accurate details, to make sure that we can help you out. Is that something that you might be interested in? Right? Have your CRM, use your CRM to its full capability. Automate stuff, reminders, appointment reminders, appointment confirmations. There's so many agents out there that I look at, and in their appointment reminders, they don't have case studies, right? Or they're not telling people, what they're going to get out of a meeting, right? No obligation. Show up to the meeting. Hopefully we can help you out. If not, no worries. But when you say no worries, it kind of takes the pressure off. Oh, I don't necessarily have to make a decision on this call, or things like that, right? So, just a lot of things that I could kind of ramble on about, but realistically, this is the 3-step funnel that at the beginning of the call, like I said, was able to generate Michael those results. And, Michael's not the only one. We've got plenty of results here from agents all across the U.S. that we've been able to help. This is just a fraction of them, some of our best ones here. But other than that, that's kind of the funnel that we're using for all of our partnering agents. A million different ways to make $1 million. But if you don't currently have something like this in place, I'd recommend building something out. If you have more money than time, we can do it for you. There'll be a link down in the description. If you have more time than money, I'd recommend doing it yourself and building these systems out yourself, because they're super powerful. And, I'd rather have my own systems and pay $1,500 a month to Facebook, $500 a month to a virtual assistant, and $400 to a CRM than a $2,500 split to my broker for Zillow or team leads, right? In my opinion, it gives you a lot more flexibility. You have your own systems. You can turn it up. You can turn it down. This will grow with your business. Your brokers, your team leads, Zillow, they don't care about you. They don't care about growing your business. If you can generate your own systems, build your own systems to grow your business, that's going to be the most beneficial for you in the long run. Hopefully these free videos help, just kind of give you an idea of what you can build as a real estate agent. That's why we make these videos for completely free, just to hopefully show you guys systems that you can implement, yourself. Other than that, hopefully the free videos help. All I ask is that if the free videos do help you out, either share with a friend, like, or subscribe. We're posting weekly right now. Other than that, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.